Hello and welcome back to the podcast after a year,
Way
maybe a year and a
over a year.
half, dude.
Yeah, it's been a long fucking time.
Welcome back, dude.
Hello, everyone.
A lot of things happen. A lot of stuff has been going on
Yeah,
behind the scenes, but
lived a lot of life. A lot of shit's just been going on and going down.
dude, it's it's just nice to be back. Definitely coming back with more of an idea, more of like a level-headed, everything just coming
Yeah.
back to this. But I'm just like, I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad to just get back on the podcast, actually be talking and actually just like putting the ideas back out there of everything that like we're actually going to be doing. Cause like this isn't like we're saying that we're doing stuff. We're literally in the middle of doing everything, which is like dope. Cause like I don't have to say I'm going to do this. Like, no, I'm
Right.
already doing it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be out like pretty soon, but we'll get into the heap of that and everything. The first things first, that all I want to start off with is like, just how you doing? How you doing, bro?
Honestly, I want to say good, but like every day's like bullshit. You know what I
Oh yeah. We'll
'Cause-
we'll get into the thick of it later.
Like we talk about it a lot off the podcast, but like
Just our daily jobs, bro. Like
Our-
the jobs that we work or like
just the situations we end up in our normal day-to-day life, not even doing crazy stuff. It's like how did I get here? Like why am I in this? Like I don't understand some of the times.
oh my god, we have a lot of there's just too much. There's too much that is probably gonna leak out over the course of a few episodes. But like,
Yeah.
so much has happened in the past year. Unfortunately, the first thing that I do have to announce about the like Goonz and the biggest like change is probably the fact that Netgear is no longer with the Goonz.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, dude. It can't really do anything about it. It's just
Yeah.
like a lot of
Just
lack of a better way of saying it. He took the wrong road, and
it didn't align with where we were trying to go, so we had to part ways with him.
but like it's not bad blood.
Yeah.
I hope he's okay.
We
He's
still love him. Hope wish the best for him.
like
But
that's pretty much the first thing that I have to say. And yeah, like Terminal Goons has just like really been focused on like what do we want to do with this? Like, me and him have definitely been talking about that recently, and I've definitely figured out a good portion of what I want to do with it. My vision's pretty much stayed pretty much the same from the
yeah,
start.
it's been pretty consistent. I think you've just refined it more as like you've gone through like schooling and everything. Like it's just more refined than it was in the beginning, I think. But it's still
Exactly.
roughly the same.
Exactly, dude. And I'm just like, I'm glad because like one of the first things I really wanted to do with the Goons is like, I've already been talking about it with you, is that like I want to make these like small, I don't know what else to call them, but like I guess the best way that I'm going to call them is like short film documentaries, like short film documentary vlogs, whatever you want to call them. It's not going to have a particular subject in the entire video, but it's like pretty much going to give you a play by play of what, like, you'll get the subject of the video as the video is playing out. But the format is like I basically refined the format, how I want the fundamentals of the video to be, and how I want to upload these videos. Because the biggest thing with me is that you'll notice that I like YouTube a lot, but the thing is like I don't really like YouTubers. And I like, and that's nothing against them, bro. But like, I'm not a YouTuber. I can't be doing that. Like, just following the trends type of shit. I want to do my own type of shit. Like, and that like I've just been taking the time to like plan out, practice, learn my crafts, and like for first and foremost, I want to like release music. So like, I finally figured out a format for me to do music and do short films, I guess, in this sense. Because the thing is like, when I say these short film documentaries, I don't mean they're gonna be like documentaries. They're not really like that. If you've seen the skate video, this is pretty much the same way that you would describe it, a skate video. It's just a short film, and it's a documentary at the same time. It's like showcasing how good their skate skills are. and that's where I get the idea from. But like, there's definitely more added in there. Um, Definitely some of my film knowledge comes into play, and some of the stuff that we've talked about, like regarding like, 30 seconds in, a minute within the videos. Like everybody in the collective is kind of aware of what I'm saying when I say this, but basically we're gonna have a little fun with these videos. They're not gonna be like your typical day by day, like, oh, it's a vlog.
Yeah, it's not gonna be your average vlog where it's like, hey guys, today we're going to Walmart. Like, no, it's actually gonna be something you can sink your teeth into. Like, it's gonna be very interesting the way it's gonna get edited.
Like, and then not only that is like, it's the only way that it's gonna be edited. That's like gonna be the main driving factor. I wouldn't say that even. I would say the main driving factor is that it's the direction of each video. The direction is always going to be different, like the way that we carry it, the way that we want to deliver it, the direction, whether it be by me or by you or by another member within it, is like the direction is going to be catered to whoever is directing the video at that time. And that's the first thing I want to say is like, thank everybody who's been with the Terminal Goonz, and like, actually sitting through all the like
the long hiatuses, all the
releases, sifting through members and trying to figure out who's serious, who's not serious about it. Because like, everybody wants to do YouTube. Everybody wants to be, I'm not even like, I don't want to be famous like that. But like, a lot of people just get into YouTube stuff and video stuff, and they're like, they come into it with like fame in mind, for lack of a better way of saying it, or like not fame, but like garnering an audience. And it's just like, dude, you got to consider this is not what everybody in the collective wants. And like, if you're only doing it for that, then like, yeah, then this isn't going to work out, because you're expecting no work and all gain. Like, it's just not gonna work.
Like, we're kind of built on, it doesn't have to be like fully equal work, but you have to be putting in some kind of work, you know what I mean? Like, if you, like you said, if you're just coming in here to like hop on a ship just to get famous or something,
hop on the shit and it's not the shit, but like hop on the ship,
ain't gonna work.
Hop on the ship and let it sail, and then like not even like look on starboard and look around. That's a little sea reference for your sea shanties. Like, like putting in work, bro. Like putting in work nonstop. Like, I want to say since November of last year, I've been like developing an album. Yeah, like I'm gonna say it's an album. It's like straight up an album. I've been developing it. This is what I meant by the beginning. I was already planning on making my stuff and like dropping it pretty soon, like probably within the next month. I'm gonna drop it. The music video is going to come with it. Maybe the music video might be a month later, maybe the music video might be 2 months later, but the thing is like, I just want to get my music out now. I'm not gonna tell y'all what the song is. I have previewed it on my Instagram. There's snippets on it. I'm not gonna tell y'all which one it is. There's like 3 snippets out there that I know everybody has been watching. And if I say any more than that, then I guess I can say this. Like, the only distinguishing factor of what's going on with the current sound of it is that it is, one, completely different. Even from like I'm Alright, it's like
a whole 180 from I'm Alright.
Yeah, like it is fast. It is very aggressive. It's kind of we're going kind of back to like how I used to be, where I was like on in the days. I was about to say like, what the fuck is my EP called? But yeah, like we're going back to like how it was, where I'm like, I'm a little aggro, I'm a little mad, I'm pissed, like. And I wanted to do that because I like, there are days where I am just like pissed and I just want to fucking record something and I can't. But like, that's a whole different thing. But
yeah, that's a different story for a different time.
But like, yeah, this entire album, it has a storyline. It has like, it has been in the crafts. I've literally rewrote the story like God knows how many times. I have a like document just with like all the bullet points and the list and everything that I was trying to like think of. Yeah, dude, it is thorough. It is thorough. It is well thought
I've
out.
seen the writing in the book for this thing and like how he wrote his ideas and everything. It is very in depth with how far this man looked into this. Like there is a lot of work that got put into this project.
Even the phonetic sound, like all of it is produced by me. Like all of it. Not and then what I'm like really proud to say, and I know a lot of you guys are gonna be like, why? Why did you do that? Like because I know a lot of you guys who have listened to me are kind of like he's the guy that produces with guitar all the time. Not on this album. There is no guitar on this album at all. Like
Yeah.
as much as I like guitar, there's none. None on this album, but for good reason, because it's to work my way into the next project. Like the next project I plan on doing, but it's too soon to talk about that when this one's still not out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let one project at a time for the podcast.
Speaking, but there is another project that I can talk about because it involves all of us, and that one is the I won't say
No, I won't say the name yet. Just
yeah, I won't say that, but like me, you, and Rav. Okay, like there's it's not the idea you had, but it's
And you're talking about the
yeah. So, I'll say the name of it because I think we have said it in the older podcast. So we still have Crystal Guns very much locked and loaded and ready to like start producing on, because the thing is like at first we didn't know what the hell we wanted to do with Crystal Guns. Definitely needed to work on synergy with some of the members, like on trying to figure out how to produce. And like after we figured that out, we started like just we have an idea now, like an actual proper idea.
Yeah, it's actually thought out. We're on the same page with the direction it's gonna go in, and once we start producing it and getting everything out there, I'm positive everyone's gonna fucking love this.
It's just oh my god, it is gonna be a production nightmare.
Oh, 100 with it. It's just the three of us, but I also know how it works with just three people still, and it is gonna be a lot to get through.
Because like one, recording vocals, we already know at those speeds is like it's either you are on point, you are halving it, or you are like
You're not
dying.
there.
Like you are sinking with it. Like I'm just saying, dude, like I guess you would deem us as experimental now that we're going into this area, because it's like it's definitely not conventional in any means. Granted, to my ears it sounds conventional. I think it's pretty normal. I think especially with what's been played around a lot as of recent and what people have been listening to for nostalgia reasons.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty normal, but it's definitely not something you would hear on a radio. Like it,
No, we are not radio musicians in the slightest.
I can make a radio hit.
I mean,
I'll make a radio hit one
fully
day.
honest, and no shade to anyone that produces radio hits or like radio rap music or anything, but like the genre of radio music is not the hardest to make, but it is hard to make a really catchy song because it is overly saturated. So your shit, unless you know what you're doing, it's gonna get lost in the mix.
You
every single
gotta
time.
you gotta know. It's not even like just the instruments when it comes to the when you want to get a radio hit. Like you gotta be on point with
Yeah,
every
like,
lyric.
Every lyric, the way you deliver everything, the way the song delivers every single section, like it all matters a lot. It's easy to do, but it's also easy to get lost and easy to mess up.
I've also seen people get lost in the sauce and think they're so good that they keep producing the same song over and over and over again.
I will say, I do get why some people do that, because in the actual like music industry, with the good producers, they'll take the same song that one hit artist had and make it either like a little bit slower, change the drums a bit, boom, entirely.
But now that
different
has a
song.
name. Now, like, you know, it back then it was called Nightcore and Daycore, okay? But like now it's slowed and sped. Like,
Yeah, that is what it is now. But I don't even mean like the Nightcore stuff, although that is like taking off. And I've noticed a lot of people just already throwing out mixes of their songs that are sped up and slow. So that way
You
they can
might
get
as
pushed
well.
up.
You
'Cause
literally
someone's
might
gonna
as
do
well
it.
because
Like,
somebody's gonna fucking do
yeah, it's
it.
gonna end up on fucking TikTok, and that's what's gonna happen.
Like somebody's gonna take your song, slow it down, and then like it's
Boom,
gonna get
TikTok
yeah.
trend.
TikTok is
And
gonna
then 3 months later, sped up version, TikTok trend again. Like, it's nice to have it happen, but like you won't see any money unless you're the one like making the sounds and everything. But I was actually talking about the shit with like Beyonce and Kelly Clarkson, how they both have the same instrumental for a song, except one of them just has like a sped up version of it with the drums changing.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
thing. That's what people will do, and that's what I think of when I think of like producing the same song, because it is so easy to like copy paste the same type of song and make it sound completely different. But it's also one thing to just keep making the exact same type of song over and over again. Like, that shit gets
I mean,
super boring after a while.
You can if you really get good at it.
Yeah.
Like you can chop up a song multiple times and it can sound different every time.
But
It just depends on who, like I said, when it even matters with lyrics and these type of things. Like when it comes to pop, you really gotta know what you're fucking saying, because you can't just be saying shit that is overly specific. Then boom, you lost 90% of your audience that is on the radio.
if you go into that song the way J. Cole goes into some of the songs, like Chill, like Wake Up and Chill with Masego, if you go into any pop song the same way he went into that song, it's gonna turn people off.
You can
No offense
listen
J. Cole, I
to
love J. Cole.
any Nickelback song, like this is gonna be very upfront. Like when I say it, you can listen to a Nickelback song, learn the lyrics. It's not specific to you. It will never be specific to you. Like, look at this photograph. How many people looked at that photograph and knew it was about
Whatever it was
his
about.
fucking family?
Like, you're not gonna know that because you're not the singer in Nickelback.
Like everybody says, look at this photograph, but like, why are we looking at this? Look at this grab. Like that's my favorite one. But like, that's a radio hit. That's what a radio hit is supposed to do. Or like Californication.
Oh, yeah.
Why is Californication a hit? Because California is a huge ass state.
And it's
Like-
just good. Like my main thing too with all those songs is the point of a chorus that you can sing is so like important. Like, I think of it like wrestling chants. I'm a wrestling fan, so like I know this doesn't make sense if you don't watch wrestling, but like the easiest shit to chant is stuff that's like not that many syllables. It's short, sweet, to the point. Like LA Night, CM Punk, shit like that. Like, if it's just simple to say,
You don't
and
gotta be
understand-
quiet. We literally in the we in the cave. You don't gotta be quiet. I don't think anybody else is gonna hear us.
Oh, I'm actually. Oh, fuck. What? I mean, shit. Whatever. LA Night, or just fucking chanting whatever. Like, it gets people hype when they can just chant shit. Like, even at concerts, if they can chant your name, it gets people hype. People just like chanting shit. So if you have lyrics that are the same way and the same mindset, it honestly helps.
Or just anything infectious.
yeah,
That-
exactly.
like-
That's the word I'm looking for. Infection. Just make your shit infectious. Make people want to sing it, want to scream it.
Like what the fuck did Ski Mask say? He said
Water.
no, not that way. He did say that multiple times, but like I'm talking about like something that's not as infectious. Like it's on Matrix. It's on the Sin City tape, if you know what I'm talking about.
I do, and I don't remember this.
We bought my never in a rush. Why they follow us, make fuss. Cause my flow infectious, can almost hear the pus. Yeah, like, dude. Yeah, like I literally just had to tap it out to myself, and like, oh, the lyric, it came back. It came back to me.
Dr. Seuss, that's the song. Shit, I remember it now.
But like that's
he's
what I'm
not
saying.
wrong.
Like the song, if the song ain't catchy and it like you can't just like kind of remember it like that by like tapping it out, your song's not ready for the radio. But that doesn't mean it's a bad song. Like
Yeah.
music is objective. It's always going to be objective.
Yeah.
Granted, I'm gonna tell you when your shit's trash. Like I'm not gonna front.
Because there are a lot of trash musicians out there. No offense to y'all, because everyone's trying to do the same thing. But like, there's a lot of people I can tell that no one's ever told them, hey, you should probably go back to the drawing board on this one, buddy. Like,
But music will always be objective, you know?
Yeah,
like if you're coming for criticism, You're asking. You're literally asking. I don't think nobody in the comment section is gonna be coming to us like anytime soon. I don't really think anybody wants to do that anyways. But like, it's just like, don't get offended when you play your shit for somebody and then they're not vibing with it. It's like, it's maybe the wrong audience.
Yeah,
like
it's not the people that are vibing with the song. Like, there's a crowd of people for everything in this world. I've said that so many fucking times. Like, no matter what you produce, there's always going to be a crowd or a niche group that wants to hear it. You just don't know how to find it yet.
But to keep it moving with the topics at hand, regarding the terminal goons and everything, like we already talked about the videos.
You did remind me. There was a different idea we had. I'm not going to spoil too much of it just because I want it to be like a pretty nice surprise for everybody. But there is going to be like a big collective thing we have going on at some point that involves hopefully all of the members of Terminal Goons, the ones you guys haven't seen or met yet, the ones that live in other states. We'll do whatever it takes to fly every single one of our members down just for this shoot, for this project. Like, if there's one thing that we're all going to be on, it's going to be this. And I'm ready for this to happen. But
the only thing is,
in the way first.
Only thing is like, when I think about this, we have to make it doable for everyone. And like,
yeah,
I'll leak a little bit of it. Is like, the speed that me and you can go is not the same speed that like everyone can sing or rap or do anything at. Like,
but see, that's like part of my point with the whole like project too. Like, because I know for us, it's like, it's still not going to be like a super serious thing, but I also don't want it to be like that for them. Like, I don't want them to try to keep. I don't
want them. Yeah, I don't want them to feel like they're playing like catch up with the beat the entire time.
It's like, because like, we're talented enough to like just be like, okay, here's our parts. All right, it gets the homies. Let's slow it down a little bit so that way they can actually do it, or just help them like come up with a flow that's not as fast paced or something. Like, some way to
we'd figure something out. Yeah. We'd figure something out. But like, the thing is like, these boys are gonna have to like, we're gonna have to work at least a month well in advance before they even get here, before they're here. Because like, the thing is like, having to teach somebody, get on the mic, start singing. They may not even know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, because like, for us, I know it's something I do, and I'm pretty sure you do it too, but like, I'll be in my car, I'll freestyle randomly just to do it, because there's no better way to like get better at freestyle and to just listen to a song and freestyle over a beat. Like, it doesn't matter what you're saying, as long as you can connect the dots while you're saying it, it works. But not everyone does that. So coming up with shit off the dome is going to be difficult for a lot of the other members.
For those of you who are wondering what the flashing lights are in the background, I don't know if you can see it in Jonathan's
my glasses,
but you might be able to see a Mario just like chilling, just a chilling Mario. Like okay, if I can find the GIF, I'll put the GIF right here.
It's got like right here. Drink some lemon in that thing.
But it's a pretty nice Mario GIF. It's just him sipping some lemonade and
nice chill music and everything.
Chilling in the lawn chair. Next year though, like, besides that project, one of the things that I really wanted to focus a little bit more on is that like, concerts, yes, but like after the release, and then like on top of that, actually working with some of the artists that we networked with. Okay, so like, just the context for this, when we said we took a break and didn't come back to the podcast or for the collective for a lot of things, this was partially why. My reasoning was I felt like I needed to get more ingrained with the music community, which I did. I did get more ingrained with like, the local music community and everything that's going on around here. I now know how I want to be perceived. Like, there's no other way to say it. I know how I want to be perceived. I know how I want to be treated. Because the thing is like, we already complained about it on one of the other podcasts, is that, there's a lot of people who want to make music but don't actually have the passion for it, which is fine. I don't care anymore. I've let that go. But the thing is like, I have also discovered who's like, how to detect when somebody is serious, or like, I've found some cool fucking people that I can work with in the city, and like, you know, I actually like some of the people that are here now. And so like that's dope as fuck. I can actually start making music with more people that I feel genuinely deserve a spot on like some of my shit. And because like, you know, people have already asked me, can you produce, can you produce, can you produce for me? Like
Yeah, a lot. Yeah.
I'm one of those people that just don't produce for you. If I don't really want to produce for you, I'm not going to produce for you. And I don't even sugarcoat it, bro. Like there's a lot of people who have slid into my DMs and done some weird stuff, like, you know, made multiple accounts and followed me, and I didn't even know them. And then the next day, because I didn't follow them back, like I'm blocked. And it's like, you know, I still run into you, and it's like, okay, I don't know what that was about, but that's literally what happens. And like that's the sort of stuff that was like, okay, I just need to get used to this over the course of a year. On top of that, just finding myself more as a person, and really just like digging in and knowing what I want to do, like what I really want to do. And I now get it. I've always wanted, like I said, I've always wanted to do music. I've always wanted to do film. So like now we're back. Now we're doing like here. We have so much more of an idea. Like, oh my God, dude.
The time away was not just sitting around for a year and a half and doing jack shit. Like
we knew when we recorded the first two podcasts, bro. We knew we didn't have an idea of what the fuck we wanted to do.
Yeah. And
We had an idea, but like
it wasn't fully like
it wasn't
planned out, or
it was like it was like a
loose.
fucking doodles. Like it was like
Yeah.
if we're talking in terms of
It
drawing,
was like
dude.
Doodle Bob just fucking sketched the podcast, honestly.
Not even Doodle Bob. Your 5-year-old son just like, here, Dad, put this on the fridge. I made this. You put it on the fridge, and you're like, he gives you another one. It's the same fucking doodle. Like that's what we were dealing with.
Okay, kid. All right. But now it's actually like well thought out. That time spent away was us talking and refining what we.
You're
actually wanted
fucking
from
now.
the
Your
podcast.
5-year-old son's coming with a fucking blueprint.
Yeah, he's over here fucking Minecraft blueprint of fucking trains and shit. Just this is what we should do, Dad.
Like
And it's better now.
we definitely always had the idea of everything that we wanted to do, but like it's just like 1, money, 2, time, and then 3, connections and proper branding, like that, for lack of a better way of saying it. Like we didn't even know what the fuck it was. And now we know. Now we fully know.
Like, and as you can see too, since it's different from how it was previously, the logo's changed. It's no longer just Terminal Goonz in a black background with red letters. It's actually the skull and everything now.
Like and that's probably gonna get like changed over time and more refined too.
I didn't even tell you. I was already working on a different logo.
Like a second one?
Yeah, just trying to change that because I don't hate it, but I want something that reflects more of what we're trying to do now.
Yeah.
It's more like just a cool cartoony like skull and everything. Like it's not bad, but I want something different. And like I know that I'm capable of making something cooler than that. You can look at all the shit that I've made, all the album covers and everything, and tell like, oh, this nigga knows exactly what he's doing. Like I know what I'm doing. I can make something so cool.
Oh man, dude. Just like creation wise, bro. Creation wise is like there's definitely been a switch up in the way that we even approach creative things now. Like for instance, like I'm not just trying to make like I've never been trying to just make a beat, but like now I'm not doing this thing where it's like where I was when we were still recording the podcast back then. I was making a beat that I thought I would like. Now I'm making a beat that I want. Like there's a beat in mind that I already have, and I need to slap it to the fucking DAW. Like that is what I'm doing now. And like it is crazy. Like it's crazy to me just to like see how everything sounds versus like how quickly I make a beat now, and it still sounds good, but I'll be like, no, it's not good enough. And like you'll see how quick I do that.
Yeah, that's like the artist dilemma though, is like always thinking the shit we make isn't that good.
But like then you compare it to everything else I had back then, and it's like
my scraps now are better than my actual shit back then, which is
I can play piano. Like that's a weird thing to me.
Bass, like it's all connected.
It's all coming together. It's all
I
coming
wasn't
together.
trying to say it, but I knew you were going there.
Yeah, look, you mouthed it. I'm gonna say it.
I appreciate it. But it
and
really is now.
yeah, like you know, obviously I'm gonna be more focused on my music and film stuff because that's all I really want to do. Like genuinely, you'll see what I mean by there's more to it than just short film, documentary, and music. There's much more to it than that. Everything has its own like sort of it has a theme to it. It has an idea tied to it. So not every like, you know, all of it is just cohesive. It's all cohesive now. It's like one complete thought. It's not no bullshit as like, oh, we strung it together and this is the album now. Like no, it's cohesive. I have a, you can see that there was a thought process from top to bottom.
If you pay close attention, you'll see there is a story in there as well.
Yeah, and it's like, oh my god. Like even stuff that has happened in personal lives. Now I'm not gonna get too in detail with it, but like it just I needed that time away from the internet because like some of y'all may know that I used to stream like a shit ton, like a ton, and I was still making music during that time frame. But like personally, I like streaming, but the thing was like I could not figure out what the streaming would play into all of this. Now I know. Now I have an idea. You know, it's just a place for people that listen to my music, like come hang out. You know, just come hang out in the chat, and if you want to actually talk to me, and you don't want to leave your house, you can just talk to me in my Twitch chat. So that's why I've started using my Twitch, is like actually for like, you know, just engaging.
Yeah, like a community aspect. I see the way you're doing it, and it reminds me of how T-Pain does his streams, because his streams are really just, I'm T-Pain, y'all my fans, what's poppin'? And he's just
and
he's just vibing, talking to them. He does go on those long ass rants sometimes, and they do be funny. But
and
like,
the thing is like
he's really chill about it. So.
Thing is with T-Pain, he also like still does all the normal stuff when it comes to streaming. Like he still does events and all that, but you don't know T-Pain for streaming. You know T-Pain for music because he's a musician first, and that's how I'm gonna treat it. Like I'll do Twitch events, all that stuff. Like if we start getting more intermingled with like streamers, which yes, we definitely are. Like there's no way we're not.
Yeah.
But like I'm gonna find my own ways to like intermingle. I guess the best way to put it is like just the most involvement you'll see me with Twitch is the same way that Baby No Money is involved in Twitch. Whereas like
I didn't know he streamed.
He does. Yeah, he streams a lot.
Damn, I did not know that. I've seen his like Omegle clips, but that's it.
Yeah, he's been on multiple people's Twitch channels. He's been to the Streamy Awards, I believe, if I'm correct.
Definitely.
It's crazy, dude. Baby No Money is like thoroughly, even like when it comes to other YouTubers, like he's been on Misfits podcast.
That makes sense.
Like, Freddie Dredd and Baby No Money have also been on the Epic SMP, which is like you would not see that in a million years, but yep, there's two very big people on Minecraft SMP, and that's when I started realizing like I don't give a fuck like if really people see my Twitch, and that's what they like. You know, it's a Twitch channel. It's fucking live. I'm playing video games. I'm not just vibing, so. I'm not like making you know, the next shit camp, right? I would love to make a shit camp, but in the long run of things, probably not my, like, you know, I'm not gonna do that. Maybe for the collective I'll do something like that, but like
it'd be like a funny video. But...
It'd be some fun shit. It'd be some fun shit to do. I don't think I could organize a whole camp for like 30 people to stay a week at.
That's hard as shit to do.
I don't think I could do that.
Like, no.
But like, yeah, we do plan on still doing Twitch events where we haven't given up on that. there's still ideas in the bank that we still have ready to like fire out, but like
there's ideas I still have that I haven't even like mentioned to you yet. Like, I'm stealing it up from Tyler the Creator. Can't vlog now. That entire idea.
it's gonna be hard. It's gonna
No,
start
it's
off
gonna
small.
it's gonna have to start the same way he did it, renting a fucking parking lot, getting some carnival rides and shit. Cause like for me, like I see what he was going for with the carnival, but I think you agree with me on this one. I'm kind of going for the Volksfest type of vibe there, mainly just for myself, just because I want to recreate.
You wanna ride those weird ass teacups again?
Yeah, not the teacups, the fucking the breakdancer shit, like the
Yeah. That's why I said weird ass
yeah,
teacups.
where it's like you'll just be like going in circles, and the bitch will just flip upside down, and you're still like this close to the ground, upside down. This shit's weird. It'd be so cool to have all those rides, all the cool food and drinks, and then
not that rickety ass fucking roller coaster. I know you know which one I'm talking about. It's the one that's like
that wooden one.
It turns like this and then it drops you, and it's like it's so rickety.
Shake. No,
it's so rickety.
Like, I'm not, because with shit like that is also the liability things. I'm not trying to deal with.
I don't know how that's legal.
I don't either, but that is an idea I want sometime in the future, way in the future. I'm just throwing it out now because at some point I'm gonna make it reality. But just some kind of big music festival inspired by the Goonz, the way like Camp Flog Gnaw is, Warped Tour, Coachella, all that shit. Like I want one for the Goonz where we can just curate whoever we want and just bring people in. Like it'd be so cool just to give a lot of people their own spotlight for like a weekend or something. It'd be fucking amazing.
Like on top of, I just gotta like go back to the Twitch thing a little bit. It's like the reason why I'm not cutting Twitch out of the mix or any of that, and also why streamers are in the collective is because like I know a lot of people are like questioning why is the collective set up like this. So like one of the reasons why I don't cut streamers out is because 100 gex, like they got their jump, their entire jump off of a Minecraft concert. I think it was called Firestarter.
I did not
something like that.
I did not know that. That is
like,
actually incredible.
It's kind of crazy, but like you look into it, and it's like the first concert that both Dylan Brady and Laura Les did was Firestarter, and it was a Minecraft parody of that fire thing, that really bad festival. If you remember what the fuck that was called.
What fire thing?
It was like a festival. A bunch of people showed up to it. There was no water. Yeah. No, it wasn't Burning Man. It was a disaster. It was held in Dubai. If I'm correct, it was Dubai.
I was gonna say Woodstock, but you don't forget Woods. I don't know what that one is. I know what you're talking about, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get the name at some point.
Put it on screen at some point.
But like, all I know is like they did that. It was a Minecraft parody of it. People loved the music because it was like a joke. Like it was an in joke of the internet, and then it just kept going. And I remember like showing you 100 gex, and you were like, "The fuck is this?" And then like eventually you started liking it, and then like showing more people. The same thing can be said about Cemetery. Like with everybody I've showed Cemetery, is like everybody was like, the fuck is this? And then like I play it 2 more times, and they're like, they catch themselves listening to it.
Cemetery has the same effect as Death Grips do on people, because it takes a second to get into.
I would say he has the same effect as Chief Keef more, because
actually, yeah, I do.
You hear Chief Keef, and at first you're like, what the fuck is this? You don't care. You don't care. But then you like listen. Oh, like okay, okay, I'm in. Like I'm in on this shit.
Side note, I was connected to the Bluetooth speaker at work yesterday, and they were like, "Hey, can you take it off your phone?" And I was like, "Yeah, I got you." And then I put Cemetery on full blast just to see how they'd react.
That's amazing. How'd it go?
They just opened the back door and stared at me until I turned it off. They looked so pissed because they're like, "Jonathan, what the fuck is this?" And I'm like, "It's Cemetery. I'll take you down in my slaughterhouse." Like, that's the one song I show everyone because it's just such a fucking. I love that song,
dude. And even now, like he released a newer song, and I did like it. I liked it a lot actually. But the thing is like I'm just gonna say it, and a lot of people don't see this right away, and I don't know how people don't see this. It's very prominent in his fucking beats, but very Chief Keef-esque. very Chief Keef-esque. He sounds a lot like Chief Keef when he is rapping, and people don't want to believe me when I say that. It's like, no, literally, listen. It's not that hard to hear.
You're not wrong on that one.
Like, I love Cemetery, and I love Chief Keef, but man, like, it is there, and it is hidden at the same time. And I'm like, that's like, you know, is the best way to put it. That's how you make art, bro. And people are gonna be mad that I'm calling Cemetery art. Like, no, Cemetery is art.
It is 100% art. If you can call a lot of the shit NASCAR Allo does art, you can call Cemetery art.
Yeah, but the thing is like, I like NASCAR, right? He's definitely NASCAR. He's definitely more formulaic.
100%, yes.
When it comes to fucking Cemetery, I can't really predict what the fuck he's doing with the track.
Yeah, you hear it and you're like, oh, this shit's about to drop, and then you hear him start singing, and I'm like, oh, this is
not what I expected.
I don't know where that was gonna go.
And then, like, you know, I like that. I like making good music, fun music to turn up to. I mean, like, you know, it's good to make some turn up music. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just got no gas in it.
I know what's wrong with it.
Ain't got no gas in it. But like, nah, it's fun. It's like it's shit music, but it's fun shit music.
Like, there's a reason shit music has a place. Like, it's fun to listen to and fun to sing. Like, it's the same thing we were talking about earlier. It's infectious. That's why it's so good.
Oh man, dude. Oh.
Like, example, Oh Dirty Bastard. This man literally went on the track and went,
oh baby, I like it raw. Oh baby, I like it raw.
Exactly. This is what I mean. Infectious. It's just catchy. It's funny to listen to.
Shimmy, shimmy, ya, shimmy, ya, shimmy, yay. Give me the mic and I will take it away.
Exactly. Shit is infectious. This is the point. Anything can be like that. It's just,
what was it? Hop on the mic and bon voyage or some shit like that.
He's a gem in the rap community. I love it.
R.I.P. man. Dude was definitely cracked the fuck out. But we love 100%. ODB. We love ODB.
100%.
Like, you know, just speaking of that, bro. Like, I already plan on doing this concert, and I know it's probably gonna be me as a solo artist first, which I'm aware. Like, I might just do the concert first and get it done with and be on the lineup just to like start off. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to do that. I want to do music. I'm 25 now. I want to start hosting concerts. I know that like my music is good enough to turn people up. People turn up even when the song's not finished.
Yeah.
Like, the song is not even finished and people are turning up while I'm just beep like hitting space, like just trying to fix it.
We need to record it next time that happens, because we do that shit a lot.
Like, you know, since we're nearing, you know, for those of you who have stayed this long, you get to hear a little bit of secret info on it. But the song I'm working on is Dial Tone, and I've been working on it for a long time.
Yeah, and it's been over like 2 months in the making just for lyrics alone. Yeah,
because like the thing with the lyrics, bro, is that like I'm writing very different, and like the thing is like it's gonna be something I want to deliver to you guys, and like I'm not just gonna deliver something going MIA for 2 years, then here's a track that sounds the same as the other tracks. I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's not because I don't want to give you a track that sounds like the other tracks. It's not the reason why I'm not doing that. The reason why I'm not doing it is because like I want to release something I really like, and that's all I want to do. And it's just good music. And now now I'm at the point where I'm like, okay, this sounds cool. I'm ready to move on. But y'all haven't even heard the sound. So it's like, I might be stuck here for a second.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I might be stuck here for a little second, but it's okay. Like, I'm not going to stay here for longer than a year. Like, once this album is out, there might
be like,
you know, an EP that's similar to it, but the next project is not going to be the same. I don't plan on that. I already plan on not making it the same.
Everything evolves at some point, so just prepare for something different.
Like, man, dude, the production, oh my god, it has put me through the hellhole of like just learning new techniques, learning new rhythms. Oh my god, the amount of fucking Brazilian funk I love now, like in just 1 year alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like I love Brazilian funk, dude. I love
Bro,
it. I love
you showed me
it.
a little bit, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because I've never heard Brazilian funk in my life, but it's actually so good.
And
It's
then
actually
like
really good.
if it's not Brazilian funk, well no, it is Brazilian funk, but it's like it's garage. It's like garage Brazilian funk, and it is grimy, and I love every like sound that's being played. Like for instance, it's just like ripping saws, dude. I love that. I love
Industrial
ripping saws,
sounds.
bro. That shit sounds so fucking cool to me. But then like, then I started like, other people who like I should drop some names like Astrophysics and I believe the name of the guy is DJ Keys. I could be wrong, but like Astrophysics and DJ Keys have this Black and Green album that is just amazing to me. It's like if you want to know like Brazilian funk and Brazilian dubstep, that is like the people to go listen to. It's so fucking good. They even like Astrophysics has so many songs utilizing the Hatsune Miku voice. And like I'm not a Vocaloid guy like that. You know that. Like
Yeah,
but like I be listening to this a lot.
see, look, the Vocaloid voices are not bad. Like Yame, really fucking good. The other Vocaloids, I don't listen to that much.
I don't listen to Hatsune Miku like that. Like I think Hatsune
like,
Miku's cool.
You'll hear her. The only time I'll ever hear Hatsune Miku, like willingly, is if I'm going to an arcade and I'm playing a rhythm game, and she just happens to be the song I'm playing.
But mix her with fucking Brazilian funk and dubstep. Oh man, you got a whole different recipe.
Yeah.
You got a whole different recipe, and that shit sounds
Entirely.
good. By the way, Astrophysics, for any of you guys still watching, is Astrophysics who does that. But like that's what I'm saying. Like I took a lot of time to just explore musically, like I originally did. Except versus like the difference between back then when I was like searching for music is I'm searching for like new modern artists, people who are my age making music right now, and that's what I wanted to find, and I found people who are like that. And I even like I've already talked to Astrophysics, which is like dope as shit because it's just like this dude is cool. Another person, Overpaid, is fucking cool.
100%.
Another person, Coaches, fucking cool. I love all these dudes, bro.
Side note, you know this man has this music in Rocket League right now?
Yes.
I'm so
He has his music in my store.
It's everywhere.
Took
I
the
can't
long
tell
way.
you. I'm genuinely
Took the
proud to see
long way
Kochi's pop
home.
up whenever I'm playing Rocket League or if I'm going into like some cool store and I just hear him. I'm like, bro, this nigga made.
But that's the thing, bro. We gotta get you. We gotta get you there. You know what I'm saying?
I
We
just
gotta
need to finish my project. I just need to finish. My project.
finish. We gonna get it finished.
No, I'm tired because I'm not gonna lie to you. At this point I've been making newer music on my free time and it sounds very different and I can tell that I'm mentally ready to move on to something different, but I'm stuck on it because I want to drop this and finish it because I've been on it for so long. So I want to finish it and then move on to the next shit.
That's why
Like,
you
my
see.
next shit's already planned. I've finished my second project's idea before I even finished my first project's idea. That's how fast I was ready to move on to the next thing.
That's why, bro. That's why you see me recording currently the way I am, where it's like
'Cause-
I am telling you, this is the day I'm recording. This is my final day I'm doing it. Show up, be there. I'm doing it this day, and it's like I need that done. I need it done by that
'Cause-
day.
I feel honestly, at a certain point, I was just gonna either be like, "Yo, I'm gonna borrow your studio and take my laptop and shit and just go out in there
just
and
work
bust
with it.
out." Yeah, or just go in my closet if I need to and just bust it out in there. But I just want it to be done. Like I have all the lyrics for like 2 of the songs done. I gotta finish it for the last 2, and then I'm done after I get the lyrics and the vocals all set. Like it's right there. It's literally so close to being done. I just have to record it all.
Also, I'm gonna put this out there for anybody who definitely has been following my Instagram. Like I like to post a lot of 3D art, not by me, by the way. I like to post art. I like to post 3D art. You know, all these things. I'm gonna get the username wrong, but I'm gonna try and say it as best as I can. Carlos is not there, like if there are people who make like low poly 3D animation regarding like, you know, PSX or N64 stuff, you know, hit me up. Hit me up. I am genuinely trying to find some people that are within that realm so that we can start talking and actually working on some stuff, because the thing is like I've already loved that. You like ever since you've known me,
Yeah.
I have nonstop loved that aesthetic.
Yeah, I can attest to that. It's been a very frequent constant in this friendship that he's talked about.
Like the fact that like the N64 has always been my favorite console. Like hands down, that has not even been up for like debate. It's like every time somebody asks me, I'm like N64.
I can agree. I've heard about the N64 since like day one of our friendship, and I'm not joking about that.
So like if there's any artist who do 3D animation, 3D rendering, anything like that, please reach out to us. We do have an email and all that stuff. It, you know, will be in the description of this podcast. But yeah, like genuinely, please reach out to us. We
love working with new people. Just hit us up. We want to create more shit. We want to put more stuff out there.
It's just, you know, we don't know where you are.
Yeah.
We don't know where you are. We'll never find you if you never find us.
Yeah. And we know some of y'all are talented and really good and do the same stuff that we be doing and not dropping your art out there. Please drop your art so we can find you, because we're looking for people like you. Please.
Legit. And then like I'm gonna move on to a couple of final points before we can just talk about whatever. Skating is still very prominent in the entire thing. I know you haven't been able to skate because work, obviously. Actually, it's not even just work. Like these past 4 weeks, not even 4, probably like 7.
Yeah.
7 weeks. Past 7 weeks has just been nonstop for the two of us.
Yeah, it's something has always been happening. Like working and then days off, something's happening and you don't have a day to yourself.
This is legitimately like
constant.
the first day that both me and you have a night to just do this.
Yeah, to do this and chill and not have anything else take our time away or anything like.
Because, for example, we were supposed to do this last week, and then somebody flew in.
Yeah. So
and then we were we did it a week before that, but it was not good.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't to our standards. So
yeah, like we really fumbled the ball. So there is a previous recording to this, but like it was just bad. It was just bad.
I've never seen that one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's never gonna make the light of day. Yeah. But like, yeah, all the, you know, we've been meaning to get back to this.
We've talked about it for months, literal months, and then never got to it. There's times where we've been like, let's do it today, and then we get to that day, and then
like something happens.
We're both preoccupied having to deal with something. Like something always happens, but I
especially feel it now more because it's like I feel like it's more connected in both of our brains, like on how we want to go about this, especially from the way that we've recently been talking about it.
Yeah, it clicks a lot better now.
Like everything makes more sense. The way that we want to present it makes more sense, and I'm just glad that like it's all coming down to this. Like this is like how we're gonna do it. And yeah, while you know we don't have much going on here,
I mean, we got Mr. Dwayne over here still. He's never leaving, hopefully.
But we definitely have enough to get the ball rolling. You know, we know exactly what's gonna come next. Like you know, either expect my song to drop, or you know, like my song should drop within the end of 2023. Right? And then like the other thing, you know, the next thing after that, you should expect a video either on my channel or on the Terminal Goonz channel. Granted, if it's on my channel, it's a slight more skewed towards me, but if it's on the Goonz channel, it's a entirely collective video. Mm-hmm. So like either or expect one of those to be brought in first, and then on top of that, I'm going to say this because I want to put it down on record so that way when we come back to this next week, we have to talk about it. we are going to, after the video and after my song, we will openly work towards Crystal Guns.
Yes.
Openly work towards it. And that means like we will be making progress every time we record the podcast now. Like you will somewhat hear the progress. You won't hear the songs, but you'll hear the progress that's being made on the songs. So like I'm putting that out there now because now it's on record.
Yeah.
Now it's on record. And now Raph viewing this video is not going to be able to back out.
Raph, now you have to agree and do this.
You have to be there for it, man. Like we're already like, you know, it's gotten so serious to the point like, and I say serious in the aspect that like we want to, this is real. Like, you know, this is real to us.
Yeah, this can and will become something.
Like
I want this to become something bigger.
It's like it's become so real to the point where it's like it's there. It's basically there. We just need to act on it. Everything is like in place, ready. Just start doing the shit. Cause like that's the thing. We would talk about doing shit, like, you know, and there was like ideas thrown at the wall, but you know, like because of the situation of the members and everything, me and you could never definitively say we wanted to do something because we definitively didn't even know if everybody was in. Like, you know,
there's a lot of stuff that if everything was more certain, we'd have more videos and shit out, but we couldn't nail everything down because we couldn't tell like who's actually in this and who's not actually in this. So now we're at the point where we know who's in and we know who's out and we know who's actually serious and we know who's actually not that serious. So
and like
everyone stands now.
Seriousness, you know, like I remember what I was gonna say. Seriousness, as in like. Guys, we are literally scheduling now. Like we are literally scheduling things to get this stuff done because we want to make this a thing. We want to make it a thing so bad. Like I wouldn't even call it a dream. It's like regardless of what happens with it, it's something that's gonna stay there. And I think it's like cool as shit to like have this whole thing here, this collective, and showing everything that we can do. I think it's awesome. I think it's really cool, especially for the fact that like there are members who they choose by their own volition to not be called members because they want how do I describe it? There's people affiliated with the collective, but like
not fully a part of it. But they really want to be a part of, like they're not in the collective, but they really want to be a part of it. And that's the thing is like I was like, fuck it, might as well let them, like, you know, like they're in the collective, but they're not members of the like main collective, if that makes sense. It's similar to how like for example the internet was with Tyler and Steve Lacy. Like they were never a part of the internet, but they were always maybe produce a song and get on a track here and there, but they were never like fully in the collective, the internet. It's similar to that.
And I get it. You just see me and Cruel, or me and Jonathan, however you like call us. I'll start calling you Cruel because like a lot more people may start calling you that.
Either Cruel or Graves. It's gonna be one of those at some point. So.
But like, it's just like that's the type of shit, bro. There's a lot of shit happening behind the scenes that we are intensely working on this shit, but it's like just, you know, give us a little bit of time, like a little bit, not even a month, just a little bit, max 2 weeks.
Let us get it together. Let us put our shit together again.
Because the shit is put together. It's just like, let us give you the product, like, you know, let us get that product for you. We want to give it to you. It's just like, it needs to be done. We ain't giving you an unfinished product of any kind of sorts. Whether that come from the video, like, I'm not giving you a halfway done video. Yeah. That is not happening.
It's got to be good. It's got to be something you're not going to get bored of watching. Like, No, there's standards in place now too. That's another big difference because before we filmed,
There was no standards. There was, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like I
before-
remember I was recording, like remember that one recording where we this never made the light of day. We were going to be clowns for a fucking concert, and there's nothing wrong with that, but like literal 1950s clowns in a fucking underground rap concert.
yeah,
Now, that sounds hard on paper, okay? But if you were to see these people in person, this was not going to work.
not
Okay.
Oh no.
At least not pre clowncore era, okay?
Yeah,
and
now
clowncore
it's
has always
possible.
been a thing.
It's
But you need the
possible,
right
but,
people.
like, you got to be committed to it. Is the main thing. Like, I'm happy that's never made the light of day. By the way, 'cause
I know.
No, for that.
I know, man. I was like, what
I
the
forgot
fuck are
about
we
that, too.
talking about?
I
Right?
totally forgot about. That's how bad that was. If I forgot about it, like, holy shit.
Like, granted, we be talking with the jazz, the jazz smokes, but like, oh man, we were not there. Like,
all, but there's standards now. We know how we want it to come out. We know what we want the finished products to look like now. And if it's not what we want, you're not gonna get it. We're not giving you.
if it's not something I want, then you're not gonna get it.
Exactly. Like if we're not proud of it, no, you're not gonna get it. If I can't stand behind it and be like, oh, I want to watch this or I want to listen to that shit, no, you're not gonna get it. If we don't like it, why the fuck would you like it? You know what I mean? Like,
It's just accountability.
Exactly.
We're holding ourselves accountable for not delivering bad content and all that shit. So like, probably like I for all intents and purposes, like, I'm glad that we took the time. And then also you probably realize, like, even on cam we are completely different, because the thing is like, I took a year to really figure out again who I am. You did the same thing, and then on top of that, like, really figuring out how I act, and there's no way to get around it. So I'm like, why the fuck would I like shy myself away on camera? Because the fact is, you're gonna fucking see it. You're gonna see it at some point. This is how I am. Was that camera?
yeah, I guarantee the battery.
Yeah. Well, that battery died. I guess it's a good time to wrap it up. Well, yeah. Like, is there anything else you want to fucking say? Because like, I've said pretty much everything I need to say.
There is a topic I want to bring up just because I know I talked about it on one of the previous podcasts, and I just want to start off by saying I'm sorry. I said I was gonna deliver an entire.
Oh my god! I completely forgot.
I didn't forget, and I know people are gonna look back and be like, "Where's this nigga's album?" I'm sorry. I know I said I was gonna deliver it. Life got in the way. I apologize, but it is still being worked on. I promise. It will come out eventually. He's probably gonna make sure that I actually drop this. I promise it'll come out because I want to move on to my next stuff, and the next stuff is gonna be better than this.
Doing a little double check. Keep talking.
But I promise it's actually gonna come out. I know I practically let y'all down and lied and said, yeah, it's gonna come out in like a little bit. It will still come out. I guarantee you it will come out. Mainly because I want to have my own music out, and there's other stuff with music that I want to be able to do. But like, if you're making music, you get what I say when I say, if you don't have any music out or anything to show people,
Just get it out.
You can't talk to other artists about music because they're like, all right, show me your stuff. And
Just
you're like,
get it out,
I don't
dude.
have
It hurts
anything,
you in the
like,
long run.
yeah. Even if it's, I'm not gonna say put out shit in garbage, but like,
Don't put out shit in
make something
garbage.
you're proud of that you can stand behind. and show
Actually,
it to other people.
let me actually piggyback on that. If you're starting, put out anything.
Yeah,
If you're starting, put out anything. People won't care. They'll understand.
honestly.
But like, if you've been in the game for a minute and there's stuff you can put out, put it the fuck out as soon as you can.
Yeah.
There's no point to like holding and holding,
Like,
because no one knows what you can do until you put it out.
I guarantee you, there's a lot of y'all out there with just bangers on your computers, and no one's ever gonna hear it because you just don't finish it. I'm the same way. So
Like,
I'm
that
gonna finish my shit. Y'all finish y'all shit. Let's put all of our shit out there.
You remember that TikTok beat that went bum, 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 bum.
No, I don't remember.
You don't know that?
No, bro, I haven't been on TikTok
Okay,
for
okay.
a year.
It was like it was hugely associated with like the Pepe the Frogs. Like,
Oh, okay. You just had to say the Pepe the Frog beat.
Okay, okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Trippie Redd bought that beat.
You know,
Trippie Redd would have never bought that beat
if you
had
know,
it never blown up. And that's what I mean. That kid was an unknown producer. Now he has a major like
artists
on that
his
song.
track, so
You will never know until you put your stuff out.
not
That's pretty much all I gotta say. Is
really. That's
you
all
know
you got too. You got nothing else.
yeah. As always, guys. I'm Leiden. This is Cruel Azul. Above us will be our tags. You know,
Thank you.
and you
Appreciate
know,
you guys staying and watching and being very patient with waiting for another podcast for over a year and a half.
Yeah.
Appreciate it a lot.
thank you guys for and everybody that stayed sub to the channel and supporting us. Thank you guys. And the link in the description if you guys want to support the I say this on Twitch all the time, but I'm gonna say it here. If you want to support the collective or me or Jonathan, you can subscribe to the channel. You know, it really does help. And if you want to make a bigger contribution, you can go subscribe to our Twitch channels, which actually just all the funds go straight back into the collective. With that being said, guys, I don't really have anything else to say. I guess this is us signing off.
Peace
I
out,
hope you
y'all.
guys have a good one. Peace out.